Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Miss Mo. So in this video, I'm just going to be quickly just talking about, based off of the title, I quit my job. And so I just wanted to just talk about quickly the realities of working for a social justice nonprofit. What that reality makes you more aware of as they continue to fight for things that in essence they don't necessarily want to change, because if they change it fully, then they're going to be out of a job. It's like you're in a bad relationship with somebody and that person is not changing, but if they do change, you are under the realization that you ain't gonna have nothing to argue with them about, or you're gonna find something to argue with them about. And that can be even scary of, like, what are you willing to do to make sure that you're in your same comfort zone? So yeah, it gets deep. It gets deep up in here. It gets deep. So yeah, I worked for a social justice nonprofit from like 2021 to 2023. So I was there for about 2.5 years, and everything seemed like copacetic, like everything seemed amazing. I was around like black people, and I can have I can engage in black jokes, and make sure y'all see me. I can engage in like, oh, it's so hard to see that. Oh well. But I can engage in like black jokes and then have to feel self-conscious about my hairstyle because they get it. So it felt like a dream come true. Shortly after working there, I realized that everything ain't what it seems. I would say that is like pretty much the case with a lot of social justice organizations, is that everything is not what it seems. The people there you might say, wow, y'all are doing such amazing work and y'all are dedicating your lives to these things. And some people are. The people that be definitely out in the field, connecting with people, building partnerships, they definitely are. And I feel like, and even the people in the background on the admin side, on the side that I like to sit on, you're definitely dedicated to making sure that not work is happening, but that things are moving along and you're committed to it. But then there are people out there who are more committed in a way to the pain, because the pain brings dollars. The pain brings attention. It brings attention to the work that they are doing, or the work that's being done, and the people who are leading this work. So you get so it just brings attention. And sometimes when you have a taste for attention and the power that comes with it, it's hard to give that up. And what I noticed at this organization, the last one I was at, they love that attention. They love it. And I'm not so far. I feel like they love it so much that they are willing to throw people under the bus to get it. Like, I truly believe that. And I feel like, unfortunately, like, Caucasian people shady. Everybody know Caucasian people shady. They'll throw each other under the bus and be just like, well, that's just the rules. But growing up as a Nigerian American, a black person in the U.S., there's like unwritten rules. You're supposed to look out, look out. But what they don't tell you is that you can't look out for people and still utilize or engage in behavior of your oppressors. Because what that lookout is going to mean, and it's like the lookout means look out for everybody. Look out for everybody. But looking out when you are under the thumb and have been trained by your oppressors is look out for yourself. So what happens is that, and this is what happened in that space that I was in. I come into the space with this Black-led organization thinking that because of the work that they do, they looking out for everybody. Only to find out months later that they are really looking out for themselves. And even the way the organization was structured, each department was looking out for themselves. In my role, I worked in fundraising. Why was I doing things that somebody in operations or finance would have been doing? Because everybody was looking out for themselves. Like, every department was looking out for themselves. And it seems like, for the most part, every person was looking out for themselves. So it was just a very chaotic mess. But then when it will be time to show that we are looking out for each other, i.e. try to get money to show how committed we are to the work and, how we're doing this and doing that, that's when they wanted to play on, stand right here, cause that's when they wanted to play on the fact of like, we care about each other, we looking out for each other. So being in that space for like 2.5 years, it was very conflicting, because I'm like, what is going on? Like, I thought this was a safe space for Black people, Black professionals, Black people committed to community organizing. I thought this was a safe space, and it's not. It was not. It was a space for people who like to exploit community and Black community. It was a space for people who look like me that like to exploit people that look like us to appease people that don't look like us, and to show like just to be this this illusion of like, we got it together, like we're committed, all these things. And I'm like, it was such a mind fuck going into work overall. It was a real mind fuck, to the point where I needed to make a choice between being constantly mind fucked or finding a better way. And like, one thing, like, so as y'all know, I wrote an ebook, an e-guide called How to Stop Watering Weeds, that is available for purchase. But one important thing about in that book is it talks about, or I talk about I talk about watering yourself and pouring back into yourself. And the first thing that I say when you want to pour back into yourself is to reclaim your time. You have to reclaim your time. And I felt like that job was taking up so much of my time. Like, it was so consuming because of how fucked up the organization functioned. It was so fucked up. And I'm trying not to be like, a part of me just felt kind of a very conflicted, because I'm like, I don't want to talk bad about, a Black organization. I know how hard it is, because, I'm trying to look out, I'm trying to look out. But I'm like, damn, bro, y'all are fucked up. Even the Caucasian-led social justice organizations, they be doing some like, not passive aggressive, but like, their fucked up thing is that they be doing some like, that I've seen so far, is that they be doing some like slightly racist type of shit. They be doing like stuff like that. And And that's fucked up, because sometimes it's like you fighting for people that look like me, but you be saying some slick shit to me. So it's like, okay, whatever. But at least stay organized. Like, I already know what it is. I don't really fuck with y'all, but y'all doing this work, and I fuck with the work. So, it is what it is. We don't got to be best friends or anything. We come in here, we do the work, we get money to do the work. And based off of how our paychecks were looking, like, we ain't eating good over here. So imagine my surprise when I come to this black-led, large social justice organization. Not only are they eating good over there, i.e. making shit tons of money, but they are doing it in a way that is exploitative. They're exploiting the people that they're fighting for in order to put more money in their pockets. So it was just like, no, I can't be here. I cannot be here. I have to leave. And so I left. And yeah, like I said before, like, I didn't want to speak ill about the organization, but I'm like, y'all doing so much fucked up shit. It's like, y'all don't think nobody's gonna tell on y'all? And it's like, again, they exploiting that community aspect, that unwritten, in a way, community aspect within marginalized communities. They're exploiting that to their own benefit, because it's like, you ain't about to tell on us. It's like, why wouldn't I? Like, and so, yeah, I just ended up leaving that organization, and it was such a mind fuck of like, should I stay, should I go, should I stay, should I go? Not only because, first was the money, because I stopped caring about the work. I was like, y'all fighting for people to stop shooting black people, but every time a black person gets shot, y'all get millions, bruh. Millions. Y'all get at least some high 5-figure numbers. Nah, high 6-figure numbers. Like, they are getting like 600,000, 500,000. Like, they aren't getting money every time somebody gets hurt that looks like them. And that's just a mind fuck. It's like, I want to stop doing the work, and I want to not stop doing work, but I want to support this work, but I want it to have a resolution. But based off of the fact that y'all are getting sympathy paychecks, and y'all are not doing anything with it except making sure that y'all are eating, I'd rather go work for these Caucasian-led social justice nonprofits, because at least they're going to be like, I don't know, I haven't worked for all of them, but they might have some type of like morals or something. I don't know, just to just to say that, like, we know slavery was wrong, so we're gonna do this, like something. But black people, they like, no, we've been hurt, and so we deserve everything. Like, y'all need to give us every single thing, even if it means hurting other black people. Y'all still need to give it to us, because that's what we deserve, because we still hurting from all the other pain that was caused by you Caucasian people and other racist people. Like, we still hurting from that, so we deserve everything. And I'm like, it's a weird space to be in. Just a very weird space, exploitative space to be in, and it's toxic and it's unhealthy. And it's and it just made me like, I just had to choose myself. Because these people, they choosing themselves. But they doing it in the most fucked up way, and I didn't want to get lost in that world. Like, well, let me just do this because of this and because of that. I'm like, nah. I feel like the easier, as I continue to get older, I'm trying to, in a way, save my soul. I am. It's not because I'm like, oh, I want to get into heaven. I just want to be content with my life. And I don't understand how people can just function through life doing so much fucked up shit. Like, I just don't get it. But regardless of whether or not I don't get it, I don't want to be around it. And I did not want to be around that organization anymore. Like, I almost feel like I should just start just burning their stuff. Like, I'm like, the energy in this organization is toxic. Toxic. I need to get it out of my house right now. Yeah. But the paycheck did pay for my home. So it's a conflict. It's a conflict. So I ain't gonna lie. They did pay well. That's another reason why a lot of people say they paid well. But I don't know. Just kind of felt like just blood money. And not, I mean, money is money. But I'm like, this is just like some type of Regina George. I just saw Mean Girls recently. But this is some type of like, we're going to get Regina George back by telling her that she's eating a healthy bar when it's really a fattening bar, type of like sadistic level type of shit. You know, like, I just can't get down with it. And so I left. And what I've been doing, showing gratitude to God because I had the courage to leave, showing gratitude for God because of being able to witness what I witnessed and seeing that it wasn't right, and again, being able to leave, thanking God, showing gratitude to God because I reclaimed my time, showing gratitude to God because I know I'm that bitch. Like, I had to show up in that organization, and it's unfortunate that, you know, struggle allows you to see who you really are, and struggling to pop open that computer sign in, log in, and like go into 9 to 5 speak, in which, you know, you see things like you say things like at your convenience, or like, you know, you just start talking like that. And so, but the fact that I would show up into that organization with very little direction and still try to make a name in a way for myself in terms of like what I can produce and what I can do as a member of this team, I thank God for that. Because you really have to understand what you can offer. Like, you really have to dig deep inside when you're in such a space of confusion to really find what you have to offer and show it to other people. Oh, I feel like I heard somebody. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just showing gratitude. Getting my life together, breathing, sleeping, enjoying the city. Like, I live in the DC area, but since I've stepped foot in the DC area in 2015, I have been working non-stop. I work in the daytime, I work at nighttime. Because I'm just like, I need it. It's expensive over here, and people are not that nice. And they seem a little bit nicer to you when you have some money in your pocket. So, I need some money in my pocket at least to eat and to be treated with some type of respect. Like, shit. But, yeah, but I'm like, this is a beautiful city. And I never get a chance to enjoy it. Because I am constantly working all the fucking time. And, yeah, so I'm just enjoying my time, enjoying my life. Engaging in entrepreneurship, like, full on, and just finding my balance in a way, like, because I'm so used to coming from just in a somewhat structured environment, not just from this last job, but just from other previous jobs. It's like I don't really know. I'm just trying to figure out how to function, and I'm figuring out that how to function, and in terms of like how I want to use my time, how I want to engage in joy, how I want to take care of myself, being very intentional about that. And so, yeah, that's just what I've been doing. But I'm happy that I left, because that place was fucked up. And I'd be looking at some of my coworkers like, yo, how y'all y'all stay here for so long? Like, is it me, or like, what is going on? Like, am I tripping? Because, you know, like, when you start to fight with crazy, when you the same one, the crazy person gonna make you question whether or not you crazy. And that's what that job did. It made me question, like, am I the one tripping? Like, there'll be some people that be just, like, so happy about the leadership and happy to be there. And I'm like, am I just angry? Am I toxic? Like, what is going on with me internally that I'm not happy like these other people? And it's like, oh, I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, because of my vegan diet, I be drinking a lot of water to stay clear, stay clear and functional, so my mind is not so polluted with that Kool-Aid. That delusional punch. My mind is not filled with it, and because that delusional punch is filled with a lot of sugar, and sugar can make you feel like really giddy and happy when like you really suffering and killing yourself from the inside out. And so, like, that's what I think that's what it was. Like, I ain't drink the Kool-Aid, and I kind of stopped drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, I was tasting a little bit of the Kool-Aid at other places that I worked at, but working here, I stopped. Like, the sugar was killing me, the Kool-Aid was killing me. Like, it was not good. It was not good. And after saying the Kool-Aid reference, I realized that could be like, I don't know. Like, am I saying Kool-Aid because of black people? No, I'm not saying Kool-Aid because of black people. I'm saying Kool-Aid because that's just a phrase. Do black people drink Kool-Aid? Yes. But I'm from the South. Everybody drink Kool-Aid. It don't. It's sweet tea or Kool-Aid. Like, and damn water. Like, it's sweet tea, Kool-Aid, Coke, Coca-Cola, and then water. But in all seriousness, I left that place. Fuck that place. Like, I hope that place, I've never seen a nonprofit dissolve. I would like to see them dissolve. I don't think that they are doing good in the world unless they change some things. And by the one thing, I feel like the president of that organization should just leave. The board, not only should the president of the organization leave, but the whole board should be dismantled. When I say toxic, they will exploit people that look like them for a check and for some attention. And that's a dangerous type of black person to be around, because they're not looking out for everybody. And when you're not looking out for everybody, you gotta what you gotta do, you got to get them out. Because we a community here. You ain't looking out for the community, you gotta get out, brother. So yeah, that's about it. I left, and I'm about to finish my walk and finish exercising, because that's part of my self-care, my self-love. So yeah, but thank you all for watching. Bye.